So finally, I really got tired of Apple not releasing a monitor I want. I was waiting for the new ones. The ones that arrived are not in my price range. I checked online and I saw a monitor from a company I wasn't sure I've even known before. So the company's name is JAPANNEXT and they have 6K, yes, 6K 32-inch monitor. And the good thing is the price is 900 euros, and that's a real company. And I was surprised because I couldn't find anything. So online there were, at the moment when I bought it, I was looking for some reviews. There was basically one or two videos, and they were 3 minute long, made by bots with AI. That was not reassuring at all. Then I checked if there are any reviews on Reddit, and I found one comment mentioning that, yeah, there is such a monitor, and I think there was some person who bought it already. I'm not usually someone who gambles or risks a lot, but I took the risk and I ordered from Amazon Germany, and it arrived from, I think, the warehouses in France. I've been using it for a week now. Let's see what it does. All the cables are included. You don't need to get anything else. My workstation is Mac Mini M1, so you need to use the included Thunderbolt cable, and only then you get the full 6016 by 3384 pixels, and that is just crazy amount of pixels. So looking at color and screen resolutions, as you can see, it is possible to run it at full 6000 pixel size, which is a little bit crazy, I think. So the default for Apple would be, for Macs, is 3000. The color profile is, I'm currently using DisplayPort, which is the suggested one, and it's very close to the JAPANNEXT, which is the factory calibrated one. So I'm not sure which one's better at the moment, but I'm switching between these two. So for the HDR, I haven't really used it much. I tried it using with photos and in Lightroom, and I'm finding that it's hard to judge the color precision this way. So right now I've switched it off. If you have any suggestions how to use this properly so that those colors feel the same way as any other Apple monitor, then yeah. For me, one of the reasons to get this monitor was just to be able to run more things side by side, use more windows at the same time. As you can see, this also looks good when using with Blender. So this, yeah, you can open so many windows and there's still so much more space left. So this really is not a gaming monitor. You can attach, of course, Xbox, and this thing even has picture-in-picture, so you can be in a meeting and still be gaming on a corner of the screen, or other way around. It has 60 Hertz refresh rate and 80 milliseconds of response time, which is fine, I guess, for casual gaming. One of the things I need to mention is that the on-screen menu is really ugly. The good thing is you don't need to look at it much, but yeah, they could have done better job with the menu there. Also, those buttons are a little bit confusing at the first moment when you just start using it. I've used LG monitors before, and they have just a joystick, which is so much more easy to use. I think JAPANNEXT shows how far this tech has come. This is the lowest price I've seen for similar monitors out there. I'm guessing there'll be some new ones coming out hopefully soon, getting into that under 1,000 euro mark. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll be able to check it out and test and do some updates if you need to. But yeah,